here for the second time to talk about feminism, and something that no one really got for my last video. I was saying that feminism is a good idea, and I do think it's a good idea, women having equality to men. And something that I don't think many people got is that I was saying that there are a lot of faults in feminism, especially in modern day feminism. You have all these Tumblr feminists and the feminazis, and all of that ruins it. I personally don't even think that feminism is much needed in the United States anymore. I don't really think it can help anything. I think it can help with slut shaming, and I think it can help with the whole nipple equality thing, where it's like men can take off their shirts in public, but if women do that, it would be considered pornographic. I think it can help with those two issues, and that's about it. And something that a lot of feminists like to bring up is called the wage gap, and they always like to say, oh, women only make 76% of the money that men do. And I just want to start out by saying, due to my research, women actually make 94% of the money that men do. The gap comes in the jobs that men and women have and the amount of hours that men and women work. Most women are social workers and most men are engineers, and so engineers help make a lot more money than social workers do. And it also comes because women work less hours than men, because women take care of a family, or they have better social lives or something like that, where men just work more hours. That's where the gap actually comes. But women do make 94% of the money that men do. And like I said before, I personally think that feminism is a great idea, having females as equal to men. But the problem that happens with most feminists, especially nowadays in America, I'm not sure about foreign countries, but especially in America, is that females nowadays want to be superior to men. And the problem that I see with a lot of feminists is that they say feminism involves the problems of like all people, like it involves men issues and gay rights issues, and it's like, I will quote the Amazing Atheist when he says feminism attempts to promote equality by focusing on the issues of women, and it only focuses on the issues of women. If it didn't, why would it be called feminism? It came around in the 1920s when women actually were being oppressed and they couldn't vote and they couldn't own property, etc., or have some jobs, etc., etc., etc. And back then, it was needed. In some foreign countries, like in the Middle East, women aren't even allowed to drive cars, and that's where it is needed most. In America, having people like the movies or video games or anything view women as sex objects, feminism isn't going to help that, because you know what? A lot of men are held to the same standards as women. Women, if they don't have these, if they're not thin, if they don't have these nice curves or anything like that, then not sexy. But the same thing happens with men. If they're not buff and they're not tall and have nice muscles or stuff like that, and then they're out of the business too. The problem that most feminists have is they only focus on the issues that women have, and they think that feminism will fix it, but men also men also suffer these same things. For example, a lot of feminists say that like that feminism will be able to stop rape and just eliminate the rape culture. That's not going to happen. Mostly because you just need to teach people not to be an asshole and to respect other people. Believe it or not, some women, not as many women, but still some women do rape men, and they're capable of raping men. Feminism isn't going to stop rape. It's not going to stop catcalls either. Catcalls, they're on two different levels. A lot of feminists, like to say it's sexual harassment, and it can get to sexual harassment, but if it's just saying, you look good, you look fine, damn girl, that's a nice ass, that's not sexual harassment. It's saying things like, suck my dick. That's sexual harassment. There's a difference. Please learn it before you say anything. And it really irritates me how some feminists, and this is why I'm kind of making this video off of this one comment that's someone who's a Tumblr I stress this, Tumblr feminist, that I know, actually had the nerve to go has the nerve to go spouting around saying that feminism includes men's issues as well, and then flat out turns to one of my male friends and says, you're a male, so you don't have an opinion, your opinion doesn't matter on this. I don't know what the issue was, but no matter what the issue is, I don't think that being a male, or just whatever your gender may be, should make you qualified, or should make you less and more qualified for a specific thing. And I don't think feminism, like I said, is really needed here, because we have equality for the most part. If a woman faces an issue a lot of times men face the same issue. I know women that will go up and like slap a man's ass. I know women that will catcall to guys. I don't know anyone. I don't know like anyone personally, but I know of women that will rape men and sexually harass men. But you don't really see the feminists like picking on them, especially when it comes to like calling people names. Like you hear feminists get so worked up over calling people cunts or pussies, etc., but nothing when someone's calling someone a dick or someone's calling someone a prick or something like that. None at all. Why? I don't know, because they only care about themselves. That's the issue. Like I said before, I think women having equality is a great idea, and because I think that, that makes me a feminist. But the thing is, I don't think it's needed in America as much as it once was before. That's where I differ, and that's where I think a lot of people differ. Being a feminist, I don't want to have female supremacy like a lot of all these radical feminazis, Tumblr feminists people want. I don't think feminism is going to include everyone else either. It only focuses on women, hence the name feminism. I think there should be something called human rights, which focuses on the issues of all freaking humans. I think that would be such a great idea instead of having all these subgroups and all this division, because I think I'm someone that wants to help with the gay rights community. I want to help I want to like help with men issues, so that makes me a men's rights activist. I want to help with women's issues, that makes me a feminist. Those two things collide. They have some opposing parts to them. So I just think that human rights would make everything so much easier. And that should be an actual thing, instead of having all of these different subcategories. Like I said, feminism is mostly needed in other parts of the world. And I think a lot of feminists don't really see that. They only see all this patriarchy everywhere, and half the time it isn't even patriarchy. Yeah, women do get sexualized a lot, but so do men. I'm not reiterating myself. I was, but I'm just not going to anymore, because I've already said it like 3 times already, and I think you get the damn point. But that's my point. It's not so much that women are facing all this suffrage, but it's that most feminists who but they have this delusion that they're under all of this oppression, when in reality, half the things that they say is actually oppressive to other people, and to mostly men. It's sad, it's very sickening, and I wish they would stop, but I just wanted to clear that up, because almost no one got the point of my last video. If this still doesn't make sense, leave a comment. Maybe I'll make another video, or I'll just delete this and completely redo it, but I think my point has been made, so I hope so. Peace.